Hey students, myself Deepak Kumar and I am a social science teacher. I am going to teach you chapter number 3 of standard 5 and the name of the chapter is Variation in Shelters. Children, before we start the content of the chapter, I would like to tell you the meaning of this chapter. What is the meaning of variation? What is the meaning of variation, children? The meaning of variation means change. And what is the meaning of shelter? The meaning of shelter is safe place to live. So now I'd like to ask a question. What is a shelter? What will be the answer? The answer will be it is a place where we live or reside. Children, it is quite obvious that we must know that why do we need a shelter? Children, human beings as well as animals need shelter because we all love to live in our surroundings, which provides us following things. First of all, shelter provides us safety and security. You know that, children, safety and security is the very important part of our life. Without safety and security, we feel unsafe. So it is quite necessary that any kind of shelter must be providing safety and security. The second point is that shelter makes our life easy and comfortable. It makes our life what? Easy and comfortable because wherever we live, it becomes easy for us to discharge our duties and we feel comfortable there. And now third one is that it protects us from extreme weather conditions also, from the scorching ray, from the sun, from the storms, from the rainfall, etc. So it protects us from extreme weather conditions also. Now children, I would like to tell you about the Bhimbetka rock shelter. We need a shelter. Children, human beings as well as animals need shelter because we all love to live in our surroundings, which provides us following things. First of all, shelter provides us safety and security. You know that, children, safety and security is the very important part of our life. Without safety and security, we feel unsafe. So it is quite necessary that any kind of shelter must be providing safety and security. The second point is that shelter makes our life easy and comfortable. It makes our life what? Easy and comfortable because wherever we live, it becomes easy for us to discharge our duties and we feel comfortable there. And now third one is that it protects us from extreme weather conditions also, from the scorching ray, from the sun, from the storms, from the rainfall, etc. So it protects us from extreme weather conditions also. Now children, I would like to tell you about the Bhimbetka rock shelters. Bhimbetka rock shelters, children, you can see the picture of this shelter. Children, this is the Bhimbetka rock shelters which is situated in the state of which is situated in Madhya Pradesh. Children, in this Bhimbetka rock shelter, we see The ancient Stone Age rock shelters with paintings. These permanent settlements are, children, over 9,000 years old. These permanent settlements are over 9,000 years old, and their numbers are almost 700. It has 400 paintings almost also. Now children, this Bhimbetka rock shelter gives us a lot of information about the life, the tools and the implements of early man. You know that children, this children we shall discuss about the regional variation in houses. Now, what are the reasons for the regional variation in houses? The factors are landforms. First factor is the landforms. The second factor is climate. The next one is the materials available. And the last one is the money. Now we shall discuss about all the factors. Discovery has connected or linked us from prehistoric man. It is very interesting and wonderful, is not it, children? So we have come to know about the Bhimbetka rock shelters and the life of the people who were in the living in the prehistoric age. Now we shall discuss about the history of houses. Children, now let us discuss in detail about the history of houses. Children, you know that first of all, the men started living in caves. So we can say that the earliest form of shelter was caves. In the very early age, people were leading a nomadic life. At that time, they were moving here and there in search of food and water. We can say that at that time, they were the food gatherer. You can see here the picture of cave, children. This is the picture of cave. The early man used to live in these caves. I had discussed about the Bhimbetka rock shelters also, and that rock shelter was also in cave. So in the nomadic people started living in the caves, and this was the earliest form of shelter. At that time they were the food gatherer. The early man gave up hunting and food gathering. Later on, he became the food producers. They started leading a settled life near water bodies. Why they settled near the water bodies? Because children, water is essential for performing different types of work. So we all need water. That is why the early men also started settling near the water bodies. It provided them transportation in performing their day-to-day work, and they started farming also, and farming needs water. That is why they settled near the water bodies. Later on, children, they started trees and leaves of trees. You can see here the picture of hut. These type of huts were built by the early man, and now also we can see in the rural areas this type of huts you can see in the rural areas. Still it is found in the rural areas. On the roadsides also these type of huts are found, and the poor people still live in these type of huts. So children, we have come a long way from the times when huts were the only type of shelter. There are different types of landforms like plains. Children, in plain areas, big buildings and apartments are constructed to accommodate many people. In plateau areas also, buildings are constructed. But in mountains areas, big buildings and apartments are generally not constructed. There are wood houses in the mountains areas. Now the second factor is climate. Children, climate also plays a very important role in constructing houses. You know that there are different types of climate found in different parts, like cold climate. Children, we shall discuss about the cold climate, where the temperature is low throughout the year. It's called the cold climate areas. Now, moderate climate. In this type of climate, there is neither too cold nor too hot round the year. Whereas in the extreme climate, children, there is very cold in the winter season and very hot in the summer season, and there is a heavy rainfall in rainy season. So climate also plays important role in constructing a shelter. Now we are going to discuss about the third factor, that is the materials available. Dear students, variation in shelters depend on the materials available in that particular location. You know that, children, everywhere the cement, sand, bricks are not available. There is a differentiation in building materials present in different parts. Example, children, in mountain areas, bricks and sands are not easily available, whereas woods are easily available. So the houses are made of woods. Here you can see the wood house. Generally, it is this type of houses are built in the mountain areas. Now, children, another factor, the last one factor, which is the money. Money also plays an important role that one wants to spend on land and construction. Because you know that, children, with the help of money, we can construct a very big building, palatial building, bringing the raw materials from different parts. So these factors we have discussed, and it plays important role in building the houses. Now, children, we shall discuss about the types of shelters on the basis of landforms. Children, you all know that you have studied in standard 3 and 4 also that in the hilly areas, houses are built with sloping roofs. Why the houses are built with sloping roofs in the hilly areas? Because the reason is that it helps to remove snow and rainwater easily. You know that in the hilly areas, there is a heavy snowfall and rainfall also. So, to slide off the snowfall, to slide off the snow and rainwater, generally there is a sloping roof of the building. You can see it in the picture here also. This is the timber hut, or this type of houses are generally built in the mountain areas. Woods are easily available, and that is why in hilly areas the houses are built with wood and bamboo. Now we shall discuss about the houses built in plain areas. Children, you know that in the plain areas, houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls. Why the houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls? The reason behind this is that to keep them cool in summer. Children, you know that in plain areas, big buildings and apartments are constructed to accommodate large number of people. And you know that also, children, in the plain areas, there is a difference in climate also. So children, with a view to suit the people in the plain areas, the houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls, and it helps to keep cool in summer season. It helps to protect them from chilly wind. We can, with the help of money, we can construct a very big building, palatial building, bringing the raw materials from different parts. So these factors we have discussed, and it plays important role in building the houses. Now children, we shall discuss about the types of shelters on the basis of landforms. Children, you all know that you have studied in standard 3 and 4 also that in the hilly areas houses are built with sloping roofs. Why the houses are built with sloping roofs in the hilly areas? Because the reason is that it helps to remove snow and rainwater easily. You know that in the hilly areas there is a heavy snowfall and rainfall also. So to slide off the snowfall, to slide off the snow and rainwater, generally there is a sloping roof of the building. You can see it in the picture here also. This is the timber hut, or this type of houses are generally built in the mountain areas. Woods are easily available, and that is why in hilly areas the houses are built with wood and bamboo. Now we shall discuss about the houses built in plain areas. Children, you know that in the plain areas houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls. Why the houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls? The reason behind this is that to keep them cool in summer. Children, you know that in plain areas, big buildings and apartments are constructed to accommodate large number of people. And you know that also children, in the plain areas, there is a difference in climate also. So children, with a view to suit the people in the plain areas, the houses are built with flat roofs and thick walls, and it helps to keep cool in. Now here children, you can see the multi-storied house built in the plain area. You know that children, in plain areas multi-storied buildings or double-storied buildings are constructed with a view to accommodate large number of people. You know that children, in the plain areas large number of population generally live. So to accommodate large number of people in the big cities especially, multi-storied buildings are constructed. Malls and apartments are also constructed. So in the plain areas you can see in the picture multi-stories building, apartments are generally constructed. Now children, we shall discuss about the coastal areas and the house and islands. The houses generally built in the coastal areas and in the islands. In these areas children, stilt houses are constructed. In these areas what type of houses are constructed? Stilt houses. And the reason behind constructing the stilt houses is that these areas are flood prone. You can see the picture of the stilt house. Children, here you see the picture of the stilt house. You can see that it is 5 to 7 feet above the plane, and you can see the stair also to reach inside the house. So these areas are actually flood prone, and that is why these areas are flood prone. So it helps to drain out water easily without damaging the house, because waters are available over the plain areas. So how can the water be drained out? So the houses are stilt houses are constructed. It helps to protect them from wild animals also. It helps to protect the inhabitants of these houses from the wild animals. So students, I would like to summarize the topic which we have discussed now. Children, we have discussed what is shelter. You know that, children, shelter is a place where we live or reside. Secondly, we had discussed about why do we need a shelter. We need a shelter because we all love to live in our surroundings which provide us following things like safety, security, makes our life easy and comfortable, provides us love, care, and protects us from extreme weather conditions. Children, we have also discussed about the Bhimbetka rock shelters. You know that these rock shelters are situated in Madhya Pradesh. Children, these permanent settlements are, this is the picture of the Bhimbetka rock shelters which we have shown earlier also. And the features of these Bhimbetka rock shelters are that the numbers are 9,000, these permanent settlements are over 9,000 years old, and the numbers are 700, and it has 400 paintings also. Children, we have discussed about the history of houses. Children, you know that caves, which was the earliest form of shelter where the nomadic people lived. Who were the nomadics? The nomadics are those who move here and there in search of food and water for themselves. So they are known as the food gatherer also. Now children, I have elaborated about the regions for regional variation in houses. Children, we have interacted about the types of shelters. We have interacted about the types of shelters. Children, the regions for regional variation in houses are, first is the landforms, climate, materials available, and the money. Children, you can see that the types of shelters on the basis of landforms. In the hilly areas, sloping roofs, the houses of sloping roofs are found. The reason behind this is that it helps to remove snow and rainwater easily. We have discussed about the houses in the plain areas which are having the flat roofs and thick walls to keep them cool in summer. We have discussed about the coastal areas and islands, the house, these type of in these areas the stilt houses are found. Reason behind these type of houses are that these areas are flood prone areas. You can see the picture of the stilt house here also. Once again I am showing you the picture, and these are the flood prone areas, and it helps to drain out water easily without damaging the house. It helps to protect from wild animals also. Now children, I would like to give you 5 questions as a classwork which is related to the contents of this video. You have to write the answer. So go through the video carefully children. Now let's start question number 1. Name the state of Bhimbetka rock shelters. You have to name the state, in which state Bhimbetka rock shelters is situated. Question number 2. These permanent settlements are how many years old? Bhimbetka rock shelters are how many years old? Now, question number 3. Write the number of these permanent settlements. How many numbers are of these permanent settlements? You have to write the number. Now, the next question is question number 4 is how many paintings have been found here? You have to write the number of paintings which have been found here in question number 4. Now, question number 5, children, you have to write the name of the earliest form of shelter for man. What is the name of the earliest form of shelter for man? Please submit your classwork in the group, children. Thank you, children. Stay safe, stay home. And it helps to keep cool in summer season. It helps to protect them from chilly wind.